Developing a love for reading at North Wheatley, C of E. A growing number of studies have shown that promoting reading can have a major impact on children and adults in the future. And Clark and Rumbold in 2006 identified several main areas of the benefits. These include reading attainment and writing ability, text comprehension and grammar, breadth of vocabulary, positive reading attitudes, greater self-confidence as a reader, pleasure in reading in later life, general knowledge, a better understanding of other cultures, community participation, and a greater insight into human nature and decision making. As mentioned previously, research shows that the benefits of reading are more likely to be felt when reading takes place through free choice. These outcomes of reading will occur more often and more strongly if reading is enjoyable in the first instance. That's why the for pleasure reading element is so important. Reading isn't something that children should just do in school. It needs to be part of their everyday lives, something that they choose to do throughout their age. At North Wheatley, we want to build a culture of reading for enjoyment that will help develop a lifelong love of reading. This can benefit children in so many ways, as I mentioned before, and we understand that reading for pleasure will encourage children to succeed both academically and socially. How do we develop a love for reading? Firstly, reading in class is seen as a priority, and it's not something that we just shove into the timetable and use as an objective for ticking off. Every day, every class is read to by their teacher during a set time. It's not rush time used at the end of the day for getting ready for home time. It's a dedicated spot in a timetable where children can observe teachers truly showing a love for reading. They can use this opportunity to express their Viper skills, questioning vocabulary, prediction, and inference, and really shows children the passion that their teachers can have for a text. At North Wheatley, we love to involve our parents. We aim to support you with tips and techniques helping children develop reading, comprehension skills, and also embed that love of reading. We send reading books home, which can not only be read to by parents, but books which parents can read to their children so that stories can be enjoyed together. A list of recommended books can be found on our website. Once per half term, we invite all parents into the classroom to listen to their children read. We're then going to encourage you to stay for a coffee and talk about different reading tips. Our school also has good links with school libraries, and we invite authors to visit school at least once per year. We found that having authors come to school can inspire children to read books they might have not previously considered and engage them with their writing too. Like many schools around the world, we too celebrate World Book Day. It's important to remember though, it shouldn't just be about children dressing up in a costume that they might have found locally. We ask children to bring a book from home, one that includes their favourite book character. If the children do not have access to books at home, we support them in school to select books they've read here. On this day, we truly abandon the timetable to celebrate the books. Children can dress up, but more importantly, we ask them to come in role as a character, coming up on stage in a school assembly. And staff really enjoy this too, in dressing up and role play. These events can give children a real passion for understanding characters, expressing preferences, and talking about books they've enjoyed. They can also hear about books from peers that they might have not otherwise chosen to read. And perhaps most importantly, it enables them to see the power of a shared love for reading. Although it may sound obvious, the school environment can have a huge impact on a love for reading. All of our classrooms have clearly thought out reading corners, and a lot of emphasis have not only been placed on how they look, but the accessibility on high quality and appropriate texts. Staff also play a huge part in this, as they are part of the reading environment. Teachers and other staff promote reading for pleasure simply by having a copy of a book or a magazine that they're reading accessible to the children, so that children can discuss it and ask what they're reading. We also have books in the staff room where we swap and have the opportunity to discuss educational research that's on offer. We are so lucky here at North Wheatley Primary School to have such a fantastic school library. All children are invited to visit the library once during the school week, and we also have it open during lunch times to give children the opportunity to discuss and read for pleasure. Our library contains a wide variety of both fiction and non-fiction texts which appeal to boys and girls of all ages. Colourful library displays help children choose books, and we encourage them to read the recommended favourites to their friends. We order new stock frequently, and all the children are encouraged to request books if they would like them.